to week number 4 of daily driving our $3,500 hoopties for an entire month. Not only that, we're leaving for Hot Rod Drag Week in 1 week from now, meaning we have to race and road trip our cars for 5 straight days. Let's start thrashing to make our cars fast, to make them compete on this crazy adventure. Let's get to work.
Previously in episode 5.
I'm so mad. I just want to like start ripping stuff apart. I just want to rip these stupid plug wires off. Just because I'm so mad right now. I just want to like start yanking stuff out. Stupid Galaxy. Yeah, that made me feel better. Yeah, why don't I just start yanking on stuff? Oh yeah, that feels great. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, wow. I'm starting to heal. I just gotta keep doing this. Whoa, Mr. Engine Voice, you scared me. What are you doing over here? This right here is a roller 5-liter engine out of a Fox body that I know for a fact has either an E303 or F303 camshaft, and it also has 3-bar GT40 iron cylinder heads. That is about 320 horsepower right there. And the best part is, you know, I gave Papa John them wheels off my Challenger, so you could say he was in debt. And this motor only cost him about that much, so naturally, I'll just have to repossess it for my wheel's sake, right? And put it in my Galaxy, right? So let's do that. A few minutes later, I've taken the oil pump pickup off of the 289, bolted it to the 5.0, and just as a quick gander, the 289 looks great, also stock bottom end. However, there was a lot of plastic in the oil pan. Rather worrisome amount. At least I think it's plastic, but who cares? It doesn't matter anymore. This thing is gonna scream. Brand new Felpro oil pan gasket and brand new oil pan. This was like $55 on eBay, and I think this is actually ironically more. It was like $60 or $70, but we're ready to go together. Update, 2:30 a.m. I've gotten the motor wire wheeled off in preparation for some paint. Now I'm popping off the stock balancer because the pulley alignment will be much different than my stock Galaxy pulleys. So I did have to blow about $100 on an aftermarket balancer that allows for both 3-bolt and 4-bolt pulleys and has the right spacing. But I'm not gonna install that quite yet because I want to get some paint on this thing. And a quick and dirty coat of paint has this 5-liter looking damn good. And I mean damn good. Check that thing out.
Remember when I said I was gonna wire in that injector connector real quick? Well, I found 3 other ones that were also broken, so I was like, all right, they're quick, easy, soldering takes no time at all. Let me just finish that up real quick. I'll finish up the project. It's 4 in the morning, okay? I just fought old, baked, crusty electrical tape for like 45 minutes. That was not quick. I got the one in, but I haven't done the other 3. So you know what? I'm taking a point deduction. I don't care. I'm tired. I still have to put on the upper intake. So I'm calling it quits for tonight. I'm letting the Showtime Merc have this victory, but tomorrow, victory's gonna be mine.
It is now Monday night. Cameraman are driving home at 4 o'clock in the morning. We are both cheating together because both of our cars are torn apart. And I've done all that I can do personally. And I think Aiden has done all that Aiden can do without going clinically insane. It is 4 o'clock in the morning and we started working on our cars well over 12 hours ago. So all's going pretty well, but that's the end of the week for us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sad way to end the week, but it is what it is.
Hey, at least we got a quick comments though. Hit it. Yeah, buddy! See y'all next week. And happy Tuesday, the last day 1. Actually, no, because we have to go on drag week. Never mind. That's scary. Anyways, I'm not going anywhere today because I'm creating the video that you've already watched last week and it takes a lot of time to do so. So, nothing from me. And if I did drive somewhere, it would be cheating because my Galaxy currently has no engine in it and it barely stops. But that's very exciting because tomorrow I've got a ton of work to do to make it badass. I'm very excited for it. So, I'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning. It is day 1 of the final week. I guess it's not really
the final week anymore because we're now doing another week of driving. Not even normal driving, just intense driving with drag racing, and yeah, it'll be great. But we got one more week of normal, chill daily driving. That being said, I don't know if you guys remember, but at the end of last video, I got my tuner in the mail, and I was super excited all to find out that the production date was a month off. It sucks. I was bummed. I was actually really sad. It's okay. Forgive and forget, and I'm gonna forget that I was a dumbass. I just have significantly less stuff to do now. It is what it is.
You know, one thing that surprised me about this car is how much things actually work in it. Like all the power windows work, the radio works, the electric antenna works. This seatbelt works. I gotta fix this seatbelt. Yeah, other than that, everything works on it. I do have a lap belt, but I don't really think it's gonna help me much, to be honest. If the Lord thinks it's my time to go, then, well, it's my time.
Final drive with the stock rear. Really don't like this one, and I'm hoping it goes away. Got my fingers crossed that the new stuff fixes me right up and makes it a little faster. There's some shenanigans happening on the other cars, but we're still gonna be fastest, I think. I haven't even started when we put the magic tune to it, so we shall see.
New injector connectors are soldered. Fuel rail is back in. All of the connections are plugged in. Distributor is back. Top radiator hose is back on. We're just about ready to put on the upper intake. Before that, I have to switch my throttle body over. But fingers crossed, the rest is just smooth sailing from here on out. We'll see.
I've had a random motivation. I still haven't fixed that hose, but I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit and see if it actually has enough fuel to keep up. So basically on these cars, it's that little rod right there. If you twist that nut counterclockwise and pull it in, that's gonna turn up the boost. Go the other way, it's gonna turn down the boost. So I'm gonna give her a few turns, see what happens. It's already warmed up, so I'm just gonna ease into it in a second. It wasn't much though. You must have to turn that screw a lot for it to make a difference. That might have been like a pound or two more boosts. Damn, I love this car, man. It's getting faster. Holy shit. I'm gonna break something on drag week. All right, considering that didn't make too much of a difference, I'm gonna double that and go 4 more turns. And 4 more turns has been achieved. I don't think the GoPro can pick it up, but it's making a lot more turbo noises too. This thing's hauling ass. I might try to turn it up a teeny bit more, but I'm pretty happy with that, honestly.
I'm gonna be here for a while. This thing is stuck. In case you guys were wondering why I'm trying to remove the throttle body from the factory Mustang intake, if you look right here, there are these 2 bolt holes which hold my throttle cable. And then underneath, this is how the throttle opens and shuts. You got the green one for cruise control and the one with the knob for just normal throttle. This is the Explorer throttle body, and you can see it mounts this way to the intake. The throttle opens like that, and you'll notice the lack of 2 bolt holes anywhere for me to put that little plate that holds in the throttle cables. If that wasn't the case, I would be going with this throttle body. However, that is not the case. So that's why I am trying to get this one taken off. It's now 11 o'clock. I've been trying to get this throttle body off for 2 hours. Hopes are fading. Good news. When digging around in the parts shelf upstairs, I found a throttle body and EGR housing spacer. Now the issue is A, the stud that is in the Explorer intake is too long. B, I only have 2 of them. So I'm gonna do a little bit more digging, see if I can find a stud around here, 2 or 4 studs. Worst case, I'll throw some washers on and I'll just make that one work. And we might be in business. It is now 1 in the morning, so done for the night, going home. We'll continue it tomorrow. Like I said, I'm disappointed that this is taking so long. A, because I want to drive my car, and B, I have high expectations for myself. Yes, I am still learning. This is all new to me. I'm gonna go home, eat a snack, go to bed, get back to it tomorrow.
It is Wednesday, early afternoon, and I am grinding away. I'm a little nervous right now because I've bitten off a lot, and I think I could chew it by Saturday, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna update you along the way throughout today because I've got so much to do, I can't film all of it. So right now, I'm making use of the little time I have available on the lift before Papa John tears apart his Magnum. So I'm doing the hardest thing that I don't want to do on the ground, which is install a Holley electric fuel pump. And I'm making a metal brake line that can route safely around the suspension and not get damaged. So once that's done, the car will be off on the ground. Now, as you saw in the previous clip at nighttime, I got this 5 liter pretty much together, but I've installed the water pump, painted it, installed the oil pressure sender, and it's basically ready to go in the car. I'm waiting for my intake manifold to dry so I can install it. I've got the thermostat in and everything like that. So basically, the motor is very close to done. Car will be off the lift shortly and I'll have to move up to the upper shop, but I hope to have my fuel pump installed very soon.
Throttle body is installed. After my run from Ace, I found those bolts. I went ahead, I threw the throttle body back together. Now, some of you guys may be saying, Aiden, you didn't find any gaskets or gasket maker. How did you put it together? Goop. Goop is always the answer. And before I get any backlash for doing this, it was Tom's idea. All right, now that Tom is underneath the bus, I'm gonna let this sit for 10 minutes, mate all nicely, and then I'll go through and I'll fully tighten it down, and it'll be fully assembled and ready to be thrown on the car.
My fuel pump is mounted, plumbed, and I ran the power wire to the engine bay, so I'm calling my lift time done, which is good because get this piece of junk off my lift, we're gonna put some horsepower on it. I'm getting kicked off right now, so gonna pull it up to the upper shop with the 4-wheeler. Here we are, Wednesday afternoon. We finally got some real horsepower on the lift. Had to throw that piece of junk Galaxy off. And we are about to embark on a rear swap drivetrain, everything, possibly brakes, 4-wheel, at least the rear brakes. And go down our lift for pulling wheels, and we're gonna get this thing out of here. Got my ride or die partner, Andy Park, helping me out today. We're also gonna fix this exhaust, hopefully, if we remember, that's a piece of it. So yeah, 306 gears coming our way. Also, we pulled one of the calipers in the rear because we need some brake shoes on that rear over there. And they're not in really much better condition. And managed to break those studs off on the caliper. So there's no going back now. We are going full on SRT on this rear. We got the drive shaft on the ground. Inspection of what we're taking out. You can see here, it looks like that coupling had gone bad at some point because it's all chewed up on all 3 of the ears. And I guess that's what happens. The coupling goes bad and it just goes bolt to bolt or bolt to flange. So positive vibration, maybe, who knows. All right, now we gotta drop the cross member. Piece of cake. Nothing else will break, I'm sure.
What's up, guys? Just put the car on some jacks. It's time to install some coilovers.
Update for me. I've got some fun things to show you. Starting with these, which, yes, I totally blew $100, and I'm already over budget, keep in mind, on shiny valve covers because I'm gonna take my hood off and it has to look cool. $100 on Amazon got me these, and I am gonna go over my budget and my plan to recoup all of my budget so that I do end up under budget at the end, but not right now because I have spent more money. Check it out. Went on a brief trip a little while ago. Nice guy in town was selling this. My car has a 9-inch rear, and that is a 456 Posi. That is going to make my car horrible to drive on the 3-hour trips all week, but it will make it faster. I'm going to regret it, but for $350, you literally can't go wrong. My engine is mostly assembled. I've got my intake torques down, my Amazon valve covers installed, I've put it at top dead center, so now it's time to install the distributor. But before I do that, I'm going to swap the cam gear from this random distributor upstairs that appeared to have been on a 5.0 because it has a steel cam gear, not a cast cam gear. If I put the cast cam gear on the E-cam that's in the motor, it could very well eat this gear up, eat the cam up. It could be bad. So I'm gonna steal this gear that appears to be the exact same but steel and pop it on here.
3-hour project turned into 3-day project. We have the Explorer GT40 Cobra intake on. It's essentially a Mercury Cougar Cobra now. So, just saying. Let's start it up, see if I messed anything up or forgot anything.
How many vacuum leaks will we hear?
And I forgot to mention I installed a cam.
It sounds like it's cammed. That's very rich.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear air back here. Big vacuum leak back here.
We may have found the issue. I accidentally plugged off the map sensor. So we were going to find a T and run it from the tree to here, and hopefully that fixes the issue.
Check this out.
What?
Looks pretty badass, but we might not be able to turn.
We don't need to turn. We're going to the drag strip. I just gotta go straight,
That is true.
you know? And if I'm gonna do it, I might as well look fire as hell.
Hey, there's one thing that us import guys are good at.
Fitment.
It's stance.
Yeah, dude, that's the one thing we're good at.
We connected the map sensor from a vacuum line coming off the back of the intake. Let's see. It's running rich. It's running very rich. Okay. End of the test drive. Let's go back to the shop. That's not right. Okay. Oof. My car is very rich. Your car is not rich. You wouldn't understand that life. Having a rich car like the Showtime Merc. That's not good. Very, 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 very hot. Good, bad? Bad. Back to working on it.
All right, here we go. Well, at least there's gears in there. Oh, somebody's been in it. You can still see the machining marks. I can see them from here. Drive looks good. Beauteous bead there. Andy prep this. We'll be throwing it on. That is not a cammed Mercury, trust me. Cameraman setting the timing, which is really good. As you can hear, the car's actually running good now. It was really retarded. The timing was retarded. That's not an insult. That's fact. Sounds happy now. All right, we're going 14. Yeah, the timing was literally at like 5 degrees after top dead center, which is why I was running so bad. Don't tune things by ear.
Let's see what happens.
It might be fast.
Probably not.
Give it a little rev. Still sounds like a fart when you rev it.
We didn't even make it up the driveway. Anytime that I give it gas, it immediately just bogs out. Something is not right.
After some deliberation, we have decided that we are gonna go the Tom Dreafer route for lowering the rear of a car. And instead of putting new struts in, we're just gonna take the old coil out and put the new lowering spring in. Oh. It's the longest bolt ever.
Holy That's not even the same size. Oh, Declan, is that even gonna work?
It's for this car. That little cone, it's stuck on it.
I bought from a really good brand.
That's no bueno.
Those instructions.
I don't think the instruction is gonna help us much.
So the lowering springs don't lower. They don't fit. You know what does fit?
Alright, we are now back where we were an hour ago.
With the knowledge and confidence that this thing's gonna run really good.
So time to start dropping this thing out. After a little bit of struggle with the e-brake cable, we are free of the car.
Time to put the new one in.
Oh, she's going in, baby.
Boom. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, yeah.
My ignorance is showing. I went into this swap completely blind, having no idea what I was doing, and did zero research and said, screw it, I'll figure it out. Now we're chasing this random issue, and after reading up on forums, my ignorance has been proven. This is the intake air temperature sensor. I did not swap it. After reading forums, I learned that the best lower intake for this is off of a 96 Explorer because it already has that hole ready to accept that sensor. I guess that is a 97 because it does not have that hole. So in order to do everything right, I would have to drill and tap that hole.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I've migrated to the upper shop, and it's time for my first big mod on the Galaxy. It's time to get rid of this hood, because it probably weighs a ton. So I'm gonna take it off. That way I have more workspace, and I have more airflow, and I have less weight, and I can smoke your stupid. Oh, look at the light in here! You guys smell it? My car just got faster. This will be my home for a couple of days. First course of hoodless action. Install this Willwood proportioning valve in the rear brake line, which won't be too bad because I already had this 3/8 union right here. And the fittings will screw right into that.
All right, we got everything up in semi-mounted. Couple things when you're doing this with Brembo brakes. Number one, you got to get a hose for an SRT. And number two, the banjo bolt is a different thread. This is a fine pitch thread. There's the part number. We also raised the rear 3/4 of an inch probably. And yeah, I gotta mess with the shocks yet and kind of wrap it up. And then this will be done. Now, problem we encountered, this drive shaft, 2 different lengths. I don't know why they did this. Well, I think what we're gonna do is figure out how to remount that up in here, and we're gonna do something here, either pull this off and move it back or make a new mount further back. It's about 8 inches difference, so I think we're gonna do some fabrication to make that work.
We've got a proportioning valve beautifully installed. Does not appear to have changed the feel of the pedal that much. There's a small difference, but at least it looks good in there. Next thing I've done is remove the factory alternator with all of its wiring, but not only that, I've added spade connectors to make it so I can easily reinstall it when the one that I bought on Amazon definitely fails. The reason I removed the good working factory alternator is that I have plans to install an electric fan, and I'm already working this alternator pretty hard with my stereo system, so I found an $80 one-wire alternator that is chrome on Amazon. J-Man, that thing's pretty nice, isn't it? If it fails on the side of the road, I could swap on the stock one really easily, and I'm keeping it that way. Nice and simple. Now the reason I have this scale here is because I'm on a mission to reduce all the weight I can on this heavy ass Galaxy. So it was $39.40 with me, my tool bag, my backpack, and my subwoofers, and 25 gallons of fuel. So what I'm doing now is taking off all of the extremities that I can to save weight. And every 100 pounds you take from your car is a potential 1/10 of a second off your ET. And I really want the Galaxy to be in the 13s. What are we weighing in at? 163. So that's steady, I just ate. 62 pounds. So if the math is correct, I could have just shaved 0.06 seconds off of my ET, which is almost a full 1/10 of a second from just 6 bolts. And I don't want a hood anyways. I'm pimp, motherfucker. Next thing I gutted, power steering. A, I'm not gonna wanna spin this at 6,500 RPM. B, it robs horsepower. At least like 5 of them. C, it's heavy. But how heavy is the question? Power steering pump is, 18.7 pounds. That's pretty heavy. Now I'm just being silly. I'm gonna weigh everything that I can take out of the car before racing that I plan to keep while driving. And this stuff was also in the car when I scaled it last week. Subwoofers, 60 pounds, or 59 to be exact. Tool bag, work bag, another 44 pounds. And spare parts kit, damn, another 47 pounds. So if you weren't counting along, that's just 150 pounds of stuff between the bags, tools, and subwoofers that I can take out before every race. 150 pounds. That should be 1.5 of a second. I'm also keeping track of all of this weight on the Galaxy's weight loss journey, which I will continue to record on the fender.
Well, it's 10:20. We've been at this all day. It's feeling pretty good. We're getting closer. We definitely have issues with the front brakes. A little worried because that brake is huge compared to the one that it replaced. And the front ones, we mocked it up, and to put the Brembos on, you really need the spindles. You could cut the rotors and drill out the spindles for the Brembos and use the RT spindles, and make spacers. Then you get cut rotors that you have to do that every time you do brakes. I don't like jerry rigging that, but we might have to. Plan for tomorrow, finish install, get the drive shaft squared away, and take it for a ride. See how bad the brakes are. If the rear's locking up, then we're gonna have to do something with the front. And that's pretty much it. Signing out.
We're jacking it down. Time for the big reveal, even though we can't see squat. We cannot see diddly. Money. Money.
That is perfect.
Is it drivable?
That's f***ing badass.
Oh, that looks neat. Damn, son.
Doing some clearance. Haha. This is the stance life, bro. Yo, you want some chips?
It's 1 a.m. Last thing I'm doing, cleaning the engine bay. And just like that, absolutely unnecessary and probably will look bad when it dries, but slightly shinier than it was before. I couldn't have the motor and everything out and not paint the engine bay. It just doesn't work like that in my mind. So that's an hour wasted. The engine bay is dry. I've started playing around with some wiring. I made a switch panel and I got a call tonight because it's 2:30 a.m. I'm very tired. And I will be right back here in the morning, once again cheating, driving something different. But hopefully we'll have the motor in this car tomorrow. Very excited. See you then.
It's Thursday. Gotta go to the shop as per usual. I'm probably gonna change this oil one more time before drag week because I did change it, but it was kind of bad before I changed it. So I'll probably change it one more time. Yeah, it's really crazy. First car that I've owned that doesn't burn or leak any oil is a car from 1987 that I paid $1,900 for. It's crazy. It's insane. I have not had to add a drop of oil. It doesn't leak or burn anything at all. It's the best car on the challenge, so what do you expect? Yeah, starts right up. You just breathe on that key, it starts right up. Let's get on the road.
Hello, it is Thursday of the final week. The last time I checked in with you guys, we were in the middle of slamming the Jeep. I'm happy to report that it has been slammed. I will show you guys what this bad girl looks like in a couple minutes. But first, I have to head to the airport. I'm picking up a special guest for the remainder of the week and for drag week. I will be happy to let you guys know who that is once I get down there. So I'll check back in with you then.
Been literally like 3 hours, but I'm really happy with the wiring. Check it out. It's clean, loomed, organized. We've got 2 relays here. We've got everything connected. The only thing that isn't wired yet is the fan because obviously there's no fan in it, but I'm super happy with that. It's organized, it's clean, it's trustworthy. And now I think I could get ready to drop the motor in because we're getting very close.
So I haven't really gotten to fully test the suspension, and I'm now just driving on the highway to go to the airport. This thing drives so bad. It's f***ing terrible, but it looks so cool. This thing drives like a boulder falling down a mountain. I haven't been in the stance life in a hot minute. It's still really bumpy, and I'm in a tunnel. Yeah, this thing definitely might need some tweaking. This sucks. It's definitely the rears that are jumping. The whole rear of the car is bouncing on every divot on the damn road.
And once again, we are removing the upper intake from this car. Let me tell you, this is the 4th or 5th time I've done this now. I'm getting pretty fast at it. I think the game plan for today is what I'm going to do after some deliberation last night. We've decided what we're going to do is just put a hole right here for this connector. That way I don't have to redo all of the work I just did. I don't have to pull the lower intake and all of that stuff. I'm just going to put a hole right here for this sensor, and I'm gonna pray to God that that works.
Guys, our special guest has been picked up.
What's up?
We got Max!
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
If you guys don't remember, Max is the video editor.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and he had to fly in for drag week. I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm not excited for driving the car anymore.
No, he warned me. He said it's bad, and I was like, it can't be that bad. Right? No, it's pretty bad. Dude, don't rear in that car, dude.
Dude, imagine. Boom! Boom! Yeah, we're driving back up to the shop. We'll check in with you guys later if we make it.
Worst car ever. Just kidding.
Whoa!
Okay, here we are, it's Thursday. So what we're gonna start working on is changing the mount for these drive shafts. As you see, this is roughly about 8 inches different. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make a mount, and I'm debating either this square tube down here, or maybe this angle, I'm not sure. Maybe the angle with a nut welded to it. And the trick's gonna be just kind of getting everything lined up. These are at 2 different heights, which is weird. Not sure why. I think I'm gonna kind of mock it up to this thing, get everything level, and then weld her in place.
All right, guys, we just got back to the shop, but I gotta show you guys the fitment in the day. I think it looks pretty crazy, almost enough to justify how terrible it rides. Look at this thing, dude. We also hammered out poop fender. Gonna do a little bit of love on that. This thing's f***ing slammed.
Wow, remember when I said literally like 5 hours ago I was ready to put my engine in? Now it's nighttime, engine's still not in because I actually wasn't done wiring and I got a little carried away. I got my interior buttoned up really nicely. I moved my accessory gauges to a more visible spot. I installed and wired a tachometer. I made and installed a switch panel. I installed my replacement radio. And I moved my cigarette lighters up here. So now my cockpit view is damn near perfect. It is making my OCD very happy. And a lot of the stuff that bugged me driving the car this past month will no longer bug me as I continue cruising. So now it's actually ready for a motor. I've got it sitting up on some wood to raise it. I've got the transmission supported with the jack. So I just need to get my engine up here and shimmy it on in there.
Hey, I'm making a firewall right now because NHRA or whatever makes me have a firewall between my gas tank and my cockpit. I made cardboard templates, one big one that I can take out, and then these smaller ones that go near the windowsills, and I'm gonna cut them out of this aluminum, and it's gonna be perfect and fit perfectly, not have any issues whatsoever. Boom goes the dynamite. So I'm gonna make 2 more of those, and then I gotta make this big piece right here. Then I'm gonna be done. Tom has helped me a little bit, and he's also found this amazing weather stripping. Basically, I haven't put these pieces on yet, but he's going here, right? You see that? See that? Those are gonna go in there, and I'm gonna like self-tap them together, bolt them together, whatever, so they're removable. So one on each side. Look how perfect this fits. Watch this. Boom. And it's sealed up. That's good enough for me. The other side will sit just like that once I bolt it in, and then I'll have a firewall.
Progress update multiple hours later. I put on a hoodie. All right, just kidding. What I have done is I tapped a hole into the upper intake right there on the front. And what I've also done is I have extended the wire so I can reach said area of the intake. So we are now at the reinstallment time, so I'm going to throw everything back together, cross my fingers, say a little prayer, pray that this fixes my issue. Everything is back together. Let's go ahead and start it. I'm just really hoping that it just magically works because my temp tag expires Saturday, we leave for drag week on Sunday, and I need to drive this to the DMV to get a new temp tag. So let's start it up and find out.
Okay, so now I'm gonna drill 2 holes here so we can mount this up with some bolts.
Boom. Hood is down. Let's hop in and find out if I crash out or not. Oh, it started weird. It's running worse. We have Ford Master Tech Tom here.
You okay?
I want to say a lot of bad words right now.
What's the problem with that weird 90s stuff? I don't know. That's my final answer.
I'm gonna go cry. I'll update you guys when I have my emotions together.
Pulling this up the hill was interesting, but we made it. Oops. Watch the paint. It is officially engine install time. Hopefully this is not too hard. I think I've gotten everything I need to do. This motor did not have a pilot bushing in it because it was out of an automatic car. I've installed my block plate, I've installed my flex plate, I've torqued it with Loctite, and I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Motor mounts are on, they're finger tight, ready to be accepted into my Galaxy, so I really hope it works. Hey Max. Hey. Welcome to the past. You wanna say hello to yourself? I'm here, baby. Motor mounts are in and tight. And there's officially a 5-liter in the Galaxy. That's nice. Boom. Now all I have to do is a ton of assembly work. I have to cross my fingers that my distributor gear will work in this motor that I haven't gotten in the mail yet. I hope that the headers that I randomly bought for Blueberry off eBay magically fit. And I hope that this thing runs. It will.
I don't want to be filmed right now.
It is Friday. It is officially 2 days before the start of our Venture to Drag Week, so that's pretty exciting. I am going to make my last parts store run, hopefully. The last thing I wanted to tackle was my brake rotors and pads. They stop and they work, but my rotors are definitely kind of warped. And with the amount of driving we're gonna be doing over the next week, I would appreciate them to not kill me.
Friday afternoon, late night last night, but I don't know if you can see behind me. Boom! Look at that. Hey, that looks like a professional done it. First time I've ever fabricated anything, so yeah, basically here it is. One big long sheet, and then I made the inserts for each side, bolted them in with 2 bolts on each side. So if I want to take this out, which I probably will, I thought it would block my vision more than it does. It's actually not terrible, so I could just leave it in. Yeah, we're obviously going to the shop. That firewall makes it a lot quieter in here. Like, it blocks out all the fuel pump noise and everything for the most part. Makes it feel like a nicer car on the inside, so I actually don't mind it. And it looks kind of cool too. Come on, this thing's a race car.
Oh, hello. Good afternoon. It is now Friday morning. This is the second to last possible wrench day because we're leaving at 5 a.m. on Sunday. I'm joined with Max, who is visiting from Florida again to help out, and I'm a little nervous right now because we have an engine sitting in the car. We did get the flex plate installed, motor mounts installed, and the bell housing is tight. So basically I just have to connect literally everything today and see if this actually drives, which I'm sure it will. It'll be fine, but it's already 1:30 in the afternoon because we were here till 3 yesterday and slept too much, so hopefully we can bang this out quickly. So I'm just gonna get right after it.
Got the newly named Show Merc loaded up on the trailer, and I'm now headed over to a car dealership across the street from the DMV, where I'm going to beg and plead them to let me drop the Showtime Merc in their parking lot. I'm then going to limp the Show Merc over to the DMV so I can fail inspection and get another temp tag. I'm very mad right now. I'm not so mad at the situation, but more so mad at myself. This is my own doing. I delayed doing this work. I put it off. I have no one else to blame except for myself. This is going to be a very angst-filled car ride. Talk to you guys after I get to the DMV.
Friday, was here working till probably 2:30 in the morning. Got the drive shaft all mounted up, attached, welded some brackets in, beat the floor plan a little bit, make it fit. Don't pay too close attention to the welds. Bleed some brakes, get on the ground, see what we got going on as far as the front to rear brake bias. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, another update. Been about 2 hours. I have gotten my distributor installed. I actually ended up having to buy a steel gear for it, but it does work. It does engage with your oil pump drive shaft. We're all good. I've got the same 570 Holley Street Avenger that was on the 289. I just jetted it up, 2 sizes in the front, 4 sizes in the back. That hopefully will be okay. Got my coil installed, it's wired in. And I also discovered that the cheap eBay headers I bought for Blueberry fit this car really nicely. So I'm gonna install them next, get the accessories on and fire it up. We've also got brand new spark plugs in there, starters in there. We are basically very close to rocking. Right, Declan?
Is it time?
No.
We just finished up installing the new pads and rotors in the front. I'd say it stops pretty good. It stops, man. Sideshow Sammy is ready.
Drag Week, here we go!
It stops
really good. Promos, we are back from the DMV, and it's not a temp tag. Somehow, your old buddy cameraman sweet talked the guys at the DMV into fully passing the Show Merc. So we are now fully legal, no more temp tags. This thing, according to the state of Delaware, is roadworthy. I don't know, I'm not gonna question it, all right? It happened, I don't need to worry about it. That's pretty cool. Now let's continue the fun.
Magnum is on the ground. We reset the ABS light. and it went away, and we ran it on a lift a little bit and it was good. Nothing came back, no ABS, no check engine. The traction control started working with the back wheels moving, the front wheels not, so that's all good. So now we see if the huge brakes in the rear and stock brakes in the front mess with us. I'm scared. Oh boy. It stopped.
It sounds good. After a couple of very hard, long days, we're ready to fire it up. We've got everything installed. Cameraman's gonna man the key. I've got my timing light here. Gonna shoot for 14, 15 degrees initial timing. I'm a little nervous. I have not heard this motor run in a few years, so it's not idling, which usually means vacuum leak.
Daddy's cooking.
Daddy's cooking at Daddy's kitchen. Welcome. You can come, but you can't go. There she is, baby! You hear that, mother? Stop, buddy!
That's Josh losing at drag me.
Y'all not ready. We got a little runner on our hands, buddy.
Just got back from a test drive. We're gonna film that again. And we had to do something with HP tuners to reset the trans. And once you figure that out, it was a quick click and the thing's back in business. So we still got an exhaust leak. We're gonna check alignment, front end, because I think I messed that up by tweaking the heights again. And I think we're ready for drag week. Bring on all takers.
The G35 is pretty much squared away. New brakes and rotors in the front, squared in the fitment. I raised it a little bit when I was doing the brakes, hammered in the fenders a little bit. But there's one last thing that I want to touch on. I've seen the comments. Oh, that G would be really clean if you got a new fender. Just buy a new fender. Bro, that thing looks clapped with that dented fender. I know, okay? I've spent the last month trying to get a new one on Facebook, and I couldn't find one. So last night, when Josh and I were lowering the G, we kind of banged out the fender with a hammer a little bit and made it look a little better. And then Tom came up with a really cool idea of, why don't we sand it down, primer it, and hit it with some silver so it at least looks a little better. And then throughout drag week, we can all kind of doodle on it and put cool artwork on it. And I think that'll be really cool. So I'll give you guys a little update. We're not going for perfection here. As you can see, you can definitely see where it's pretty bacony. There was a lot of filler in there, but it's primered and it's kind of round. I'll hit it with one more coat of primer, and then I'm gonna start going to town with the Rust-Oleum Metallic. It's not the same color at all. Once we start doodling, it'll look a lot better.
And just like that, we've got a runner. Wow, that feels really good. A big weight off my shoulders, but I still have so much work to do tomorrow, because tomorrow is the last day before we leave. I gotta go, I got some things to do. So that's all for today. I didn't film that much, but I feel awesome. Everything is nice and clean and painted blue. Fuel system's all good. Got my plug wires tied up. Look at that sexy little motor. It ain't gonna be a crazy powerhouse, but it will run a lot better than the 289.
Painting is done. It looks terrible, but that's okay because we're gonna draw on it with cool Sharpie. This fender's cooked, and at some point I would love to put a new fender on.
It is 8 o'clock almost, Friday night. We leave in 2 days. We leave Sunday morning. And as you can see, I'm not at Tom's shop. I'm at my really, really messy garage. And we got to do this radiator. Now for you guys that don't know, this is actually a radiator for an S13, like a Nissan 240SX with the SR20. Apparently, according to the forums, they drop right in, no issues. Got some fans to go with it, and then the only other thing that you need if you're gonna do this on one of these cars is a different hose for the bottom, and the part number for that is right there. Apparently this hose works perfectly for this car with this radiator setup. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Tonight we're gonna be putting that in, wiring it all up, and that's really the last thing I really wanted to do to my car. All right, this radiator's ready to come out. There we go, out with the old. There she goes. No more fan problems now. That doesn't even fit kind of perfect. That fits pretty bad actually. That's not good. That's not actually good at all. That's actually very bad. Hey, I told you to eat your french fries. That's what happens. Good night. What am I gonna do about that?
War is over. Victory is mine. The show Merc has redeemed its name of Showtime Merc. Papa John and I just spent some time checking everything over. We looked at fuel pressure, we measured voltage, I adjusted the TPS sensor and the idle, scouring forums trying to figure out what the issue could be. And then Papa John goes, hold up, did you unplug this cap when you timed the car? I was like, what cap? This little plug right here, we did not uncap it when we timed the car. Essentially, as Papa John explained it to me, what that does is with that cap plugged in, the computer is trying to adjust the timing. With it unplugged, you can then set the timing to what you would like. It's essentially a vacuum control on a 60s car. So we unplugged that, checked the timing. It was probably -5 or 10. It was bad. So we readjusted it to 15 once again, tightened everything up. Showtime Merc runs beautifully. We did a quick little 0 to 60 just to make sure. And although we did not time it, I can tell you it was drastically faster than, what, 15 seconds, whatever it was that I ran. War is over. We are done working on this project. And tomorrow, maybe we'll have a few more surprises.
And now we're really getting into the weeds. We're actually changing the tranny fluid, and we're gonna do the filter. The exhaust leak wasn't a bolt issue. There was a crack, actually. So we have welded that, and it made it a little better. Man, we're even troubleshooting, like one of my high beams doesn't work, and it's not the bulb. Andy's inspired to do wire checks. So we're gonna do that next. But yeah, this car is just about ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll on Sunday.
I had to spend an absurd amount of time trying to get that fan shroud to work. It doesn't. All the hardware it came with was wrong. This doesn't go over the fans right at all. So I ended up just mounting the fans without it. They are mounted. I'm gonna put it in the car and then try to wire it. My car is probably gonna catch on fire.
And finally, for the first time all week, I'm leaving before midnight. It's 11:50, and I'm driving the Showtime Merc. Let's go home and go to bed.
Decided, had a little extra time, bought the filter, go do a service on the trans. This is gonna be good for road tripping and drag racing. I just gotta start playing with the tune. That's my last part. So we're gonna get this back together. I'm gonna go to bed, I'm tired. Trans pan all button back up, crossover back in, throw some fluid in her, and ready to rock and roll.
12 o'clock. I'm not done yet, but everything is hooked up. Yeah, when I hit the switch, the fans should come on. I'm terrified right now. Yeah, baby! Hell yeah! Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, hell yeah! Never done that before until tonight. It's 1:30 a.m. Everything, I think, is buttoned up and done. All the wiring is buttoned up. Radiator is hillbilly mounted. Fans are working. Everything's back together. Don't really want to show you everything because I use an alarming amount of zip ties. Toggle switch works. I just put some water in it. Hold on real quick. Yeah. Make sure it's not gonna leak. And then I'm going home because it's 1:30 in the morning and I'm tired.
And we are back. It is now Saturday morning. We are leaving in under 24 hours. In fact, we're leaving in 19 hours, which is terrifying. And I've got a lot to do, as usual. We come into the shop here, which is absolutely destroyed. Parts everywhere, workbench, a huge mess. But I have a 5-liter in the Galaxy, and it runs and sounds great. So let's get these lights on and let's get to work. Operation 1, serpentine conversion that I bought for Blueberry, but it didn't fit Blueberry with the supercharger. So I'm loaning it to Mr. Galaxy so I don't throw any V-belts at the track. I also have the Amazon alternator that hopefully holds up for a week with the serpentine pulley on it. So that will go on right about now.
I am currently headed to the shop right now to hopefully install my last modification to the Showtime Merc, as well as a few other cosmetic details. We're kind of cutting things close down to the wire. It is currently 11 o'clock and none of us have gotten our tires swapped onto our cars yet. Luckily there's a local shop that we go to anytime we need tires, so I think they're gonna hook us up and get our tires done on our cars. But yeah, so I'm headed to the shop right now to install my last modification, hopefully, and I'll update you guys once we get started on that.
2 hours later, the shop is so up. We're ready to rock and roll. We've got our serpentine conversion on. I had to sand the eBay bracket. I fought this stupid Amazon alternator, but everything's wired in nice and neat. We've got the cooling system fully installed. Everything's tight. Haven't put coolant in it yet because I don't have any. So for now, I'm gonna back it out, get it on the lift, and button up my exhaust.
I got all my stuff packed for drag week. Got my radiator installed. It ran cool as a cucumber on the way here last night. So I am gonna go to the shop and just button up a few things. So I ordered another one of these little plates for this one. I'm gonna put it right next to this one with a nice little plate so it looks professional. Get off of here, won't ya? Get out of here. Oh, you're done. I just won't let go.
I really hope it moves still. She needs some tune work. Definitely seems like the timing is very off, which is weird because I thought I had it dialed. This thing's pissing me off today. Well, that's not good. It sounds like it's down a cylinder. It runs like dog shit. The timing's way off, and it barely stops.
Bad move, muchacho. This guy is strong.
It's Saturday afternoon. Gotta do a few errands. Taking the car for a little, test drive spin. Yeah, it sure is nice. Not having any more noises. Definitely a thrash going on at the shop right now. A lot of decisions got made, a lot of thrashing happening.
So I'm still in the middle of doing my little cosmetic install. Declan is currently away dropping off the tires, so I think it's time that we have a little fun. Now I know Declan is going to watch this video, so I'm not going to show you guys where I put the sound maker because Declan will know. So you guys will see the progress update.
I am consumed by a blind rage, and I'm also severely stressed because we are leaving in under 15 hours, and my car has developed lots more issues, and a lot of them are not fixed. Starting with fuel leak. Discovered that just now when we put it on the lift, so I yanked out the nylon fuel line, and I just ran a copper fuel line in record time. Actually, I think it took about 5 minutes, so that is no longer a worry. Now the brakes I am very worried about because I bled them. Since installing that proportioning valve, Max just helped me bleed them, and we have no improvement in the pedal. All in all, I'm really stressed at this point. The car is running like it runs horribly. I don't know if it's a problem with the timing or if it's a problem with the points distributor I'm using, even though I use that distributor for the past month almost. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But unfortunately, the other things come first. Mr. Galaxy is stressing me out.
Dude, the grip strength on this motherfucker is insane. I could go 100 miles per hour and that motherfucker will stay on there. That is crazy.
Ooh, check that out. And that looks good. But we're not done. We got more stickers to put on.
We have got one new exhaust pipe tacked into place. This one should be simpler. Boom, I'm on a roll, baby. 5 minutes later, we got that side up tacked. So now I'm going to loosen the hand tight bolts, drop it down, weld it up, install it, and then hopefully make the car run better. What do you think about this?
This is insane, dude.
You are the one editing this video right now, too.
I'm the editor. It's kind of crazy.
I hope you put this in.
I'm gonna put it in. Love you.
Okay, exhaust is on. I've also installed a kickdown cable. So when I go full throttle, you can see down there, maybe, the kickdown is activated. So now I'll be able to drive it like a normal car. Next thing I'm gonna fix is the stupid timing issue. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the car back at top dead center just to make sure my timing mark is correct and it's actually on cylinder number 1. Make sure it's not 180 out or anything crazy. And then I'm gonna reset the timing for real skis. And I really hope there's not a problem with the distributor because that would suck.
We installed radials on Sideshow Sammy.
Dude, it looks so good.
I thought to be nice, I would put the radials on not Josh's wheels. You know, they needed tires anyway, so I kind of took advantage of the situation and put tires on my bad wheels so that when the month was done, I could give Josh's wheels back and have good tires on the old ones. You got plenty of space up in here.
Dude, it goes so hard.
Yeah, it looks like I stole the car.
Okay, dude.
I'm serious. I stole this car. When I told you a couple videos ago that a new VIN was coming off Temu, yeah, it came. That's how I registered the car.
New sticker number 2 and new sticker number 3. I mean, I Have a Cougar and Talladega Nights is one of my favorite movies, so how could I not? This thing is drag strip ready.
Hell yeah. I had 2 plug wires crossed, 5 and 7 were switched. I remember doing it yesterday too, because I wanted to change the lengths of the wires. I swapped them on one way and didn't swap them the other way. I guess I can't really explain it, but basically 5 and 7 were crossed. So I'm gonna check over them again, but it should be why it ran bad and backfired. That's awesome. I'm excited to drive it.
It's good news.
It's great news. Wait, where am I? Oh, she sounds happy, buddy. It's running really good now. The valve cover was hitting the rocker on the passenger side, took it off, dented it in, we're good. Woo, woo, woo. Listen to this. Yeah, buddy. That sounds awesome. We got attack. We got gauges. We've got switches and a working radio. Yeah, I got the baddest car, buddy. Oh, it sounds so good. Everything's working. Fans, gauges, you name it, it's working. I'm very excited right now. Let's go for a test drive, honestly.
All right, she rides good. She runs good, sticky tires. Stance looks just about right. It's a shame the rims aren't chrome all the way around.
It looks great.
Yeah, I guess it's a mismatch to everything else.
Who's hungry? The meats are here. So I just test fitted these up on the car and they do fit, but just to be safe, I'm doing a little bit of self-clearancing just to make sure I'm not going down the highway and pop a tire, because if this tire pops, I'm gonna be in serious trouble. You have to have a drag radial for drag week. So I'm doing self-clearancing just to be safe and hopefully save myself some headaches.
Next thing I have fixed is the suspension bushing. I was able to find both the bushing and the nut on eBay for about 20 bucks, which was not bad. So that's installed. Now I'm facing the problem of my severely bald front tires. These front tires are completely useless and not safe to drive on, especially because my car is permanently cambered. So I am removing them and replacing them with these, which were literally the only Mustang wheels I had in the wheel pile. And I honestly don't hate them. Check them out. We've got black 18-inch bullets. They're dirty. They're freaking flat black, which is super ugly, but they have good tires on them. I bought these at a swap meet for 400 bucks last spring, and I've just been sitting on them like the other wheels. And if you want to do some math, I did pay 600 bucks for the chrome wheels. And if you remember, I traded myself for the torque thrusts for the chrome 20s. I sold the torque thrusts for 900 bucks, and I only pocketed $300 of that budget. So I technically did buy those wheels for my car, if that makes sense. So I have removed $600 from my budget for those wheels, and I guess I gotta subtract 400 back from it. So I guess I could pocket $200 now, basically. My budget is very confusing. I have it written all down on my notes app, and it doesn't make much sense. But basically, we're gonna have black 18-inch bullets up front. And thanks to the sponsor of Drag Week, NITTO, we had these dusty old welds up on the parts shelf. And NITTO has sent all of us NT555 R2 drag radials, because you have to have drag radials on Drag Week. It is a rule. You can't race with street tires. So NITTO hooked all of us up, which is awesome. We've gotten 12 tires for this trip. So thank you to NITTO. Check them out. I stand by that brand. It's pretty awesome. And everybody is equally thick right now with their NITTO 555 R2s. Cameraman, thick on them turbines. That Quizzle, thick on the G35 stockers. Papa John with SRT rims, looking badass up there. It's thick. So I'm gonna toss the welds in the back, the bullets on the front. It should look badass. I'm gonna check my alignment and then go for a spin.
All right, we got the meats. Fender has been clearanced. We are ready for drag week. Let's do it.
And just like that, look at this. The old Real Teal has turned a new leaf into a dirty dog drag car. What do we think, Papa John? Good. Ready for the first test drive. Got my suspension bushing fixed. We're gonna see how it stops out on the road. I did realize that this might not pass tech. There's still time to fix it, but I need to drive it and make sure that everything works. So Max is gonna be cameraman. Y'all ready to hear something? That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Oh, I am regretting the power steering delete already. It sounds nasty now. guess is that's oil burning off the headers from when I popped the headers off earlier. It definitely has a stumble at low RPM. I think I put too big of jets in it, so I'll probably jet it back down. But high RPM, it seems to pull pretty good. I'm excited to see what it does for real though. First drag race experiment. How does the Real Teal do with a 5.0? Once I get that stumble figured out, I think we got a little beast on our hands.
It feels really good, dude. It sounds great, dude.
It sounds nasty when you get on it.
Chopping, baby. Y'all hear that, dude? Y'all hear that stumble, dude?
Ain't nobody else's car in this challenge. Do that, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Mediocrely well. Panic stop is not great, but it feels so much better than the drum brakes did. Ooh, I gotta hammer that exhaust too. Yikes. Woo! That's a success right there. Hey, I think this thing pulls pretty hard. Success. All right, I've got good news and bad news. Good news is it runs awesome. Stops, you know, decent. Bad news is I forgot to create the Great Wall of Goop on the intake manifold. So I currently have a horrible oil leak in the back and the front because I literally put no silicone and no gaskets on it because I'm an idiot. So once this cools off, I gotta pop the intake off, clean it up, goop that up, and then it'll be good. This is great. We have to leave in 9.5 hours. Hello again, intake manifold. Come on off. Look at that. Didn't take any gasket with it. It knew I was in a rush. Now, hopefully these ones will off easy too. It's almost like they're brand new. Yeah, look, I literally just forgot to silicone the ends of the intake. That's really stupid, but an easy fix overall. We are back together. It runs good, no more leaks, and cameraman is still on the lift. But this is fine because I have to install 3-point seatbelts because my mom said she'd kill me if I didn't race without 3-point seatbelts. Love you, Mom. And just like that, tell me why this was literally harder than doing the intake. Such a pain in the ass, but I have 3-point seatbelts, and so does the passenger. And that marks the end of my work for the night. Tomorrow morning is the start of drag week, but I still gotta drive home, so that'll be the real maiden voyage for this piece of crap. I hope it makes it because I'm exhausted and I'm hungry. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. All right, on the way home. I gotta close it off there. I will actually see you tomorrow now.